Good day, sir. This is our report to Introduction to Entrepreneurship, a presentation of Group 1.
Introduction to Entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? The word entrepreneur is derived from the French verb entre and pendre, which means between and to take, or in simple sentence, to undertake. This refers to those who undertake the risk of a new enterprise. An enterprise businesses is created by entrepreneur, which can be under the category of good products or services. The process of creating and starting your own enterprise business is called entrepreneurship. Ang kahulugan nito, ang entrepreneur ang nakakita ng pangangailangan ng tao kaya nagte-take sila ng risk financially para mag-build ng bagong business para mapunan yung mga kailangan ng tao. What is the meaning of entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is what people do take their careers and dreams in their hands and lead to the direction of their own choice. About building life of your own terms, no bosses, no restricting schedules, and no one holds you back. An entrepreneur is a person who set up business to aim to make profit and creates new businesses, bearing the most of the risk, enjoying the most of the reward. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ang entrepreneur ay hawak ang kanilang pangarap upang matupad ito. Sila na yung bahala kung ano yung mga isa-sacrifice nila o paano sila magsa-sacrifice para lang matupad yung pangarap nila. Ang entrepreneur ay hawak nila sa sarili nilang buhay, walang boss, walang silang schedule, sila yung gagawa ng schedule nila kung kailan sila gagawa. At wala rin pwede pumigil sa kanila upang matupad yung pangarap nila. At ang entrepreneur is simula pa lang ay may aim sila, may goal sila kung paano nila magiging successful yung business nila, kung paano nila gagawing mas successful yung business nila, at paano sila mag-take ng risk, o ano yung mga iti-take nilang risk para lang makuha yung reward na inaasam nila. An entrepreneur is an innovator or source of a new ideas in good services in business or procedures. Ang entrepreneur daw ay ang source ng mga bagong ideas, mga bagong procedure para mas effective at mas innovative sa ikakarami. Sila yung parang nagpa-problem solve para sa ilan o gumagawa ng product para masolusyonan yung problema. Playing a key role in any economy using the skills of innovative necessary to anticipate needs and bring goods new ideas to market. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ang entrepreneur ang nagpipredict ng mga kailangan ng tao sa mga panahon. Halimbawa na lang ng pag mainit ang panahon, katulad ng July at saka June, kailangan nila ng ice cream, kaya ang mga entrepreneur ay nagpo-produce ng mas maraming ice cream sa mga panahong iyon. It involves developing new product or improving existing technologies, processes, design, and marketing to solve problems, increase efficiency in new customer, and ultimately increase profits. Ang entrepreneur daw ang gumagawa ng mga bagong product, naglalabas ng mga bagong technologies para mas maging efficient, sabi ko kanina, at nagpa-problem solve para mas tumas yung kita nila at kung paano nila masosolusyonan yung mga iba't ibang problema katulad ng malalayong lugar, kung paano nila masosolve, kung paano nila madadala ng mga pangangailangan yung ibang tao doon. Involves sales or lease of any product, service, equipment, etc. that will enable the worker's license to begin a business. Ang entrepreneur ay kailangan mayroong product or may mga plano or equipment dapat handa ang mga entrepreneur bago sila mag-start ng business. Refers to their means of securing basic necessities, foods, water, shelter, and clothing of life. Ibig sabihin nito, ang entrepreneur ay sinisecure muna o sisigurado munang merong food, water, shelter, and clothing. Ang mga customer, mas inuna nila yung mas kailangan ng tao kaysa sa hindi. The system of production, distribution, and consumption is over a measure of currency system as a national economy. Ang entrepreneur ang nag-distribute ng mga goods para sa mga customer na nag-consume ng mga product nila para mag-circulate sa economy natin. Parang core sila ng economy natin. Kung walang nag-distribute, walang mag-consume. Refers to any significant alternation over time in behavior patterns in culture, values, and norms. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ang entrepreneur ay need to be flexible. Dapat wala siyang natatapakang tao, wala siyang na-o-offend na tao sa mga produktong ginagawa niya. Dapat iniintindi niya at nare-respeto niya yung ibang culture. Related to the difference between groups and people caused mainly by their financial situation, entrepreneurs is difference na parang iiba siya sa karamihan dahil ang mga entrepreneurs ang nagbibigay ng opportunity, nagbibigay idea, gumagawa ng mga produkto, nagsosolve ng problem, at nagbibigay opportunity sa ibang tao. It is simply from noun of adjective relevant which means important to the matter of hand. Ibig sabihin nito, ang entrepreneur ay mas inuuna yung mga mahalagang bagay o yung mas importante kesa sa mga walang kasilbi-silbing mga produkto katulad ng mga alahas para mga ganun. Mas inuuna nila yung mga mas mahalaga kaysa sa hindi.
What is the importance of entrepreneurs? Well, the importance of entrepreneurs is really high because some of the products that we use today came from entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are the one who creates new ideas for their products, what are their next move to improve their product, or in other words, they are innovators on their own products. And being an entrepreneur is really widespread because we've seen a lot of people at a young age already have businesses at such a young age. And there are a lot of young entrepreneurs now that create a lot of unique products for their customers, for their buyers, and it really helps the people who buy their products feel satisfied, and sometimes the products that they use is a relief to them. Another thing that why is entrepreneur important is because they create job opportunities for those people who doesn't have any jobs yet, that the people who are still looking for jobs, and because of their ongoing businesses and an expanding business, they can acquire more people to work for them, so they can create more products, expand their businesses all around the country or even around the world. And it's a good thing for those people who are who are still looking for jobs. Entrepreneurs are there, open a door for job opportunities. So that's why entrepreneurs are really important, not just from the products that they create, but also for those people who seek jobs, for those people who still looking for jobs. Entrepreneurs is there to help them create or get a job for them. What are the roles of entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs play a key role in any economy, using the skills and initiative necessary to anticipate needs and bring good, new ideas to market. Entrepreneurs who prove to be successful is taking on the risk of a startup are rewarded with profits, fame, and continued growth opportunities. Those who will fail suffer losses and become less prevalent in the market. This means that entrepreneurs can play a key role in any economy by creating a product that can benefit the economy, and it will help them to make the people interested in their product. By thus it will create a bigger opportunity for the business to grow. And an entrepreneur can be successful if the entrepreneur can do risks at the start. And because of that, they will be rewarded by fame and profits. And also it will help them have more opportunities in the business game. Second one is entrepreneurs can create social change. They break tradition with unique inventions that reduce dependence on existing methods and systems, sometimes rendering them obsolete. Smartphones and their apps, for example, have revolutionized work and play across the globe. It means that entrepreneurs can also create social change. They can create something that breaks the tradition that we do, and they can choose not to depend on the existing methods that we do. Example of that is the smartphone and sometimes the apps, and they create something very unique that makes the customers interested in them, making the business grow even more. And the last one is entrepreneurs invest in community projects and help charities and other nonprofit organizations supporting causes them beyond their own. Bill Gates, for example, has used his considerable wealth for education and public health initiatives. Not only entrepreneurs create products for the people, but also they help the community by creating organizations, projects, and charities. Entrepreneurs use their own wealth just to create these helpful charities, projects, and organizations. Entrepreneurship in the Philippines. Entrepreneurship in the Philippines is really widespread nowadays because some people are looking for a way to create money, and because of that, a lot of people are trying to understand how business works so they can create their own business. Well, here in the Philippines, training programs in businesses is it's there. There are people who offer training programs on how to create their own businesses, but some of them training programs on regarding to business is unrest on such assumptions. But the unique thing here is that even though the even though there are some businesses that aren't under government, they can still operate. They can still produce a lot of products, and it's every year. It's happening every year, and that creates more entrepreneurs. That it creates more entrepreneurs that can create their own businesses, even though they are not under government, or they don't have the support from the government. Or in other words, they can create their own businesses even without the support of the government. Some of the businesses here in the Philippines is mostly food processing, property development, and trade, including shopping malls. There are a lot of shopping malls here in the Philippines that are under entrepreneurs' name. Also, food processing. There are a lot of food products. There are a lot of food products that is widespread, and some of them are still new to the people, and that's that. And there's still a lot of businesses here in the Philippines, and I mean it's still rising. It's still ongoing. There's still a lot of businesses out there that is still going, even though it is not under the government's assistance, or even though the government doesn't have any support to them. There's still a lot of businesses that are there's still a lot of businesses that can operate without the government. The domestic, local, owned corporations are dominated by these long-time prominent families.
Sobel de Ayala family. Sobel de Ayala family de Ayala is a clan prominent Filipino family of Spanish and German ancestry who were founder of Ayala White Company. Lopez family. Lopez family of Iloilo is a wealthy and influential Filipino family of business owners, politicians, philanthropists descended from Basilio Lopez. Tan family. Tan family was the oldest 8 children. He studied chemical engineering at Eastern University in Manila. C. Family. Henry Tan Chi C. Sr. moved with his family to the Philippines at age 12. While his family returned to China, he stayed behind his founded Shoemart, a small Manila shoe store, in 1958. Over the decades, he developed Shoemart into SM Investment. Gokongwei family. Gokongwei was raised in an affluent family. His family sure had a good life with his dad owning a chain of movie houses in Cebu, until his dad is passing because of debt or compilation. Just like other businessmen, his father has loans for the upkeep of his businesses, and the lenders who his dad was independent expropriated their asset, leaving the Gokongwei family with almost nothing. At a young age, Gokongwei was already introduced in life's hardship. Tan Kachong family. Tan Kachong is born in poor family who immigrated from the southeastern China to the Philippines in search of a better life. He became involved in the restaurant businesses from early age when his father opened a restaurant. Kongkwangko family. The Kongkwangko clan is among the most powerful and influential families in the Philippines, has economic control over the several banks and trade houses, partly due to the marriage within the Ayala and Ross family, and partly to their own business enterprise. The clan has various times been highly involved in Philippines politics, with several members having entered public office in both local and national positions. Campos family. Unilab is currently headed by his eldest child, Joy Campos Hess, and her son, Clinton Hess. His sons have also become dominant forces in their own industry, making the family one of the Philippines' most powerful business clans. T family. Dr. George T. Shankian was migrated to the Philippines in 1930s. George is hardworking and very disciplined, and have interest in financial services industry, and create his own bank company. Q family. Mariano Q is the one of the most started mercury drugs with only 100 pesos. Pharmacists that time hardly sold. Q then decided to invest his 100 pesos to buy drug and sell this in a single dozen to reach poverty-stricken communities, selling sulfachoxole by individual pieces. Ku was able to save enough to open up the first outlet of mercury drug in Bambang, Manila on March 1, 1945.
Aboitiz family. Aboitiz Equity Ventures. Aboitiz family. The Aboitiz family controls Cebu-based publicly listed Aboitiz Equity Ventures, or also known as AEV, with interest in power, banking, food, and land development and biofuel. In 2015, the firm acquired a majority stake in operations of Lafarge in the Philippines. The company was founded by Paulino Aboitiz, son of a Spanish farmer who migrated to the Philippines in the late 1800s. It began as an abaca trading and general merchandise business. Today, 19 members of the family, mostly fourth and fifth generation, are involved in day-to-day operations. Their businesses are, as I've said, is Aboitiz Equity Ventures, Yuchenko Family, Yuchenko Group of Companies. Yuchenko Family. Alfonso Yuchenko was a Filipino accountant, industrialist, businessman, educator, and diplomat. He headed the Yuchenko Group of Companies, one of the largest family-owned business conglomerates in the Philippines. He also served as chairman of business and educational institutions, including the Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, one of the country's largest commercial banks, the Mapua Institute of Technology, and Malayan Colleges. Their businesses include Pan Malayan Management and Investment Corporation, Mapua Institute of Technology, Nippon Life Insurance Company, Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation, Dole Philippines, and also Fuji Xerox Corporation. Antonio Family, Century Properties. Antonio Family. In the Philippines, Antonio is the founder and CEO of Resident Holdings Group and managing director at Century Properties, heading its international collaborations division. He has led construction projects such as Trump Tower at Century City, Aqua Iguazu, Aqua Livingstone, Milano Residences, Century Spire, and Paris Beach Club. At Azure Urban Resort Residences, Antonio has overseen the development of over 45 million square feet of real estate in the Philippines and the United States. He is responsible for arranging some of the company's collaborations such as with Armani Casa for the Century Spire and Trump for Trump Tower Manila. Antonio is also the founder of Renegade Branding Concepts. It was founded in 2019 and partnered with local and international personalities who create their own brand of products and services. And Renegade already has a boxing icon and senator, Emmanuel Manny D. Pacquiao, and his wife, Jinky Pacquiao, and also supermodel Helena Christensen and others. His family businesses include Trump Tower Manila and Century Philippines. Gochanan Family, Philinvest Development Corporation. Gochanan Family. The Gochanan family was originally based in Cebu. After World War, Gochanan salvaged naval vessels known as minesweepers for inter-island shipping. The family afterwards relocated to Manila and embarked on the consumer finance business financing second-hand cars. Their businesses are Philinvest Corporation Philippines, Araneta Family, Araneta Group, Araneta Family. The Araneta family is an influential Filipino family that originated from Guipuzcoa and Basque region of northern Spain. The name is derived from the Basque word aran, meaning valley, with the suffix eta, meaning abundance of, but also a locative term denoting place, in this case. The Araneta name meaning the family that comes from the valley. Araneta's family businesses include Araneta Group of Companies, Araneta Properties, Araza Resources Corporation, Autobus Transport Incorporation, and also LBC Express Holdings Incorporation. Next on the list is Konsuji Family, DMCI. Konsuji Family. David Mendoza Konsuji was a Filipino businessman and the chairman of publicly listed holding firm DMCI Holdings Incorporated. He was a former secretary of the Department of Public Works, Transportation and Communications from 1970 to 1975 during the Marcos administration. In 2014, Forbes listed him as the sixth richest Filipino with a net worth of 3.9 billion US dollars. He also served as the president of the Philippine Contractors Association, International Federation of Asian and Western Pacific Contractors Association, Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers, and vice president of the Confederation of International Contractors Association. Aside from these organizations, he was also the chairman of the Contractors Association, the Philippine Domestic Construction Board, and the UP Engineering Research and Development Foundation. Konsuji's family businesses consist of DMCI Holdings, Concepcion Family. Concepcion Family. The business was started by Jose Concepcion Sr. in 1962 with the establishment of Concepcion Industries Incorporation. After obtaining the exclusive license to distribute the Carrier air conditioning brand in the Philippines. Concepcion Industrial Corporation is one of the Philippines' most established and leading providers of air conditioning solutions, refrigerators, consumer appliances, and building and industrial solutions. It operates principally through six subsidiaries. One is Concepcion Air Conditioning Company, 2. Concepcion Durables Incorporation, 3. Concepcion Midea Incorporation Philippines, 4th. Concepcion Otis Philippines Incorporation, 5th is Concepcion Business Services Incorporation, and finally Cortex Technologies Corporation. Concepcion family businesses include Concepcion Industrial Corporation, Lorenzo Family, Lapande Holdings, Lorenzo Family. Lapande Foods Corporation was established by Luis F. Lorenzo Sr., who acquired the Guihing Lapanday and Cadeo Farms from the Ayala Aboitiz Group in 1982. The company is an integrated grower, supplier, and exporter of premium quality tropical fresh products. Lapande Agricultural and Development Corporation is one of the companies under the Lapande Group producing and exporting cave dish bananas to customers all over Asia and the Middle East. From the three farms under LADC, which was acquired in 1982, Lapande now operates 25 farms in 5 regions in Mindanao, South Philippines. It consists of Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, Agusan del Sur, North Cotabato, and South Cotabato. Their businesses include Lapande Holdings, Chan Family, Suyan Corporation is a Philippine conglomerate most known for the clothing brand Bench. It was founded by Ben Chan, who also serves as the chairman of the company. The company's name came from Suyan, the name of daughter of Nanita Lim, Chan's sister, which is also the namesake of a children's boutique brand of the same name opened by Lim. It is headquartered at the Bench Tower at the Bonifacio Global City in Taguig, Metro Manila. The family's businesses include Bench and Suyan Corporation, Yap Family, Manila Bulletin, and Manila Hotel. Yap Family. The family also owns the Manila Bulletin Publishing, responsible for the country's second oldest leading newspaper, the Manila Bulletin. Emilio's son remains its chairman, while grandson Emilio Yap III serves as the newspaper's executive vice president. He was the chairman of the board of the Manila Bulletin. He began his business career in 1942. In July 1984, Yap was elected as the chairman of the board of the Manila Bulletin, a position he held until his death in 2014. He was also the vice president of the executive department of the Manila Bulletin. His businesses include Manila Bulletin and Manila Hotel.
Tantangco family. Together with his late wife Clarissa Tantangco, Bienvenido Tantangco co-founded upscale retailer Rustan Group in 1951. His wealth is derived in SSI Group, the company's specialty store arm which went public in 2014. Members of the family's third generation are involved in the management of Rustan Coffee Corporation. Rufino Prieto. Rufino Prieto family is a influential dynasty of the business owners, politicians, and philanthropists in the Philippines. Co family. Lucio Co, his wife Susan are owners of the Pure Gold Price Club, a supermarket chain confounded in 1998, starting with a location of Mandaluyong City. The chain now boasts more than 350 stores across the Philippines. The family also had interest in gaming, hotels, and wine distribution. Ang family. Ramon Ang is the president and vice president chairman of the one of the nation's oldest conglomerate, San Miguel. Originally a brewer, San Miguel is now leader in food and beverages, but the bulk of its revenue comes from power and infrastructure businesses and started out by fixing and selling used Japanese car and truck engines, later with Eduardo Huangco, now a billionaire, Bisol Aluminum Mills.
Thank you for listening.